There is no way you can learn a language by memorizing rules. If you've been learning English for years, if you've taken grammar lessons, passed certifications, or even lived abroad, yet you still feel blocked when it's time to communicate in moments where it matters most, it's not your fault, it's not you, it's the way that English has been taught. In this video, we'll truly debrief why traditional English lessons simply are keeping you stuck, and we'll explore real-life solutions so that you can thrive in English-speaking scenarios. Hello, it's Francisca from English to Thrive. I am back. You can follow me here on Instagram, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do so, because we release videos every single Friday on English confidence skills, personal professional growth, career growth in English, and hit the notification bell as well. So I'll be fully honest, I learned English just like you as well, in like traditional classrooms. I learned the rules, I learned the grammar, I learned the vocabulary, but it wasn't until I started making English a lifestyle, when I started making English, putting time aside of the classroom and taking English seriously with joy and with commitment, that I truly started communicating like this, like a person that owns a business in English, like a person that works as an interpreter, like a person that has personal freedom. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Traditional lessons, they focus on notations, passive input, grammar rules, and tests. And they teach you about English, but they don't teach you to use it for when it matters most, in high-stakes moments, in conversations, meetings, interviews, real-world scenarios, where you need to lead, express ideas, and simply be yourself. They leave you overthinking, doubting yourself, and obsessing about little details that are not going to translate into you communicating like native in real life. So traditional lessons make you act like a student, not like the professional communicator you are becoming. And so let's tackle what matters most, and it is understanding why traditional lessons are keeping you stuck. So first thing, sometimes you just study to pass a test, an exam, and they even teach you to translate perfectly from your native language to English, which really truly does not help to think in English, which is one of the skills necessary to speak like a native and gain that fluency, and to train your brain to fluency under pressure. See, it's different when you have to repeat phrases and being in an interview where you want to land your dream role and fulfill that career dream. Traditional English learning, it also equals passive learning. So you listen, you take notes, you fill in the blanks, you repeat textbook dialogues. You do everything except speaking freely, confidently, and in real time. One thing I do want to highlight is the fear of making mistakes. See, when you only focus on theory and when you only focus on doing things right without real experience, you generate this fear of making mistakes. And that is a soft skill that is worth learning, overcoming the fear of making mistakes. In fact, inside of the English confidence method and the speak methodology I teach to my students, if you want to learn more about that, there's a link where you can apply below. But we truly focus on starting imperfectly, taking action, and then learn that perfection is not what's important. What's important is presence. What's important is confidence. And so, in fact, the more that you make mistakes, the more that you learn to autocorrect yourself and to gain resilience in language learning. And that's something that you won't learn in traditional learning. So what is it actually, now that we know what traditional learning is all about, what is it actually that we need to change and to shift? What do we do instead to become this fearless and confident communicator in English that leads, that presents, that negotiates? Well, for starters, you need to be turning English into a lifestyle. You need to start with habits and to living English. not as a language, not as a subject, not like in a classroom, but in your daily life and profession. So some of the things that you need to start concentrating on instead of grammar is confidence, is identity work. Start visualizing yourself as an English speaker, truly. Connect with your higher self in English. Like, what would the professional communicator in English do? Would he be like notating things and focusing on grammar, or would he be truly going into meetings and speaking fearlessly and seeking for opportunities in global spaces? I'm thinking the second one, right? So apart from confidence and identity, you need to start to think in English. So how do you do this? I have a whole video and a whole playlist around that. You can check it out here. But basically, you need to be starting to build a system of immersion where everything that you see is in English, including like your emails, including your settings in your laptop, including the series that you watch, the podcasts that you listen. And of course, you need to be paying attention to your voice and the rhythm and the presence. So every time that you speak, you can record yourself and then listen to it and seriously being honest with yourself. Is that like the tone of someone who would lead a meeting? Am I truly making the pauses that make me sound confident, or am I sounding anxious? Am I using the correct pronunciation, intonation? And you need to be focusing on the real application, the stepping out of the comfort zone, and the true conversations. And those are a lot of things that will start to shift the way that you communicate and the way that you seize opportunities in English speaking scenarios, which is truly what's important, right? What is language if not without the connections and all the opportunities it brings, including like we have students that have been promoted, that have become more visible in English speaking spaces, that have built businesses in English. Like, that is what language is about. So as a recap, you need a process to train your brain to think in English and to speak naturally and confidently. And so as a last part, I want you to leave this video with the power of taking action, and that is what we're going to do. It's not about just watching content, it's also about knowing your next steps. A little pause for coffee. All right, so before we get into the third part of you taking action, I want you to know that I have a free masterclass for you called the Confident English Limitless Career. You can find it in the link below, in the description box below. So make sure you download it. And here you will learn mindset shifts that will make you into a more fearless communicator that takes action and forgets all about the perfection. So hopefully these thoughts will make you take action. And those are that every time that you stay silent in a meeting, you're costing yourself professional visibility. Every time you turn down an opportunity of living abroad, of working in a multinational, you are losing money, and you are losing also the chance of increasing confidence and self-worth. Every time that you feel frustrated because in a conversation you cannot communicate and you do not feel like you do not feel like a leader, that is again costing you lots of confidence and costing your sense of self. So you're not being safe, you're actually paying a price. You're paying like with lack of visibility, missed opportunities and promotions, slower growth, internal frustration, and I'm sorry to be that blunt, but it's the truth. And worst of all, you are postponing your growth. It's like you're saying, I'm not ready. And truth is that you are ready. You cannot let the fear of something new to keep you stuck. Because think about this. Traditional methods are what's familiar. What's disruptive may scare you, but maybe the thing that you need to get those results. So I hope this landed with you. I hope this resonated with you. And I truly, truly want to present to you a method that will truly rewire how you live English as a lifestyle, where you will be able to form habits, think in English, accelerate listening skills, and your fluency and the soft skills that you need to thrive in English speaking spaces. And that is the English confidence method. So we are starting the month, right? And we have 3 new sports. We have limited sports for our program. So if you want to work with me and my team and want to have support, accountability, structure, want to truly be promoted, want to truly live in an English speaking scenario where you earn more money, where you earn more visibility, where you have more confidence, and then there's a link below to apply. But we are also giving away free clarity calls to find out if this is your next step. So links are below, and I hope to see you on the inside so we can truly transform how you communicate in English. All right, so I hope this video has truly changed your mindset and has given you a push to really take action and transform the way that you speak in English. Remember, perfection, traditional lessons don't work anymore. You need a method that works. And so if you've loved this video, like it, subscribe to the channel for more content every week, hit the notification bell, and you may want to watch this playlist on confidence building in English. Again, confidence building is the base for you to truly transform the way you speak and communicate like a native. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.